So have you ever been told that you look like someone? Hey friends, it's Pastor Mike from Fellowship Church. Always good to connect with you for a midweek message. Just know that we love you, we care about you, and we're praying for you. Has anyone ever said to you that you remind them of someone else or that you look like someone else? People have said to me before that I look like Mike Rowe, the guy off Dirty Jobs. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'll bet there's been a point in time in your life when someone has said to you that you look like someone. It could be a relative, it could be maybe even a famous person. Of course, people look at children sometimes, even infants, and say, boy, they sure look like their dad or they sure look like their mom. But I'll bet there's been a point in time in your life where somebody said, you look like so-and-so, or you remind me of so-and-so. Well, friends, in the book of Acts, Acts chapter 11 from the Bible, in the early church, the church in Antioch, which was modern-day Turkey, the Bible tells us a great little trivia question. It says that the followers of Jesus were called Christians for the first time in Antioch. That's quite a privilege for Antioch if you think about it, but for the first time ever, the followers of Jesus were called Christians. We're not sure what they were called before that, but somebody in Antioch must have looked at that early church and said, you know, they remind me of that Jesus whom they're following and serving. We should call them Christians. And the name was born. Of course, that name comes with both a privilege and a responsibility. It's quite a privilege to be named after someone, but it's also a responsibility because now we have to carry that name. It's like Jesus is entrusting his name to us and saying, hey, don't mess it up. Make sure you're always looking like me. So friends, has anyone ever said to you that you remind them of Jesus? Or that in the way in which you live your life, you live like Jesus? Let's talk about the year 2020, a year when there was a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, fear, worry, pandemic, racial unrest, politics, and everything else. That should have been the year when people could look at us and say, boy, even in times of duress, you remind me of that Jesus whom you're following. Friends, in the way that you live your life today, how are you carrying on that name? And would Jesus say, yes, that's exactly what I was hoping for. I gave you my name. I entrusted it to you, and you remind me of me. Friends, may that be true for the people whom you spend time with this week. The first thought of the world when they view us is they should be thinking, those must be the Jesus people. They remind me of that Jesus they're following. May it be true for all of us. Friends, I sure hope you're having a good week. Just know that we love you, we care about you, we're praying for you, and may you remind people this week of the Jesus whom you're named after. Take care. God bless. Bye.